Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game Therapy. I'll be your player one, Marco mobkinz78. He's closing his notebook. If you don't know VGT, whatever, welcome. I talk about random ideas. Today I'm going to try and keep it short. It's 11:26 p.m. Earlier today, I came across a Matt Diavella video. If you don't know him, he's a productivity YouTuber, I suppose. He, I think, got his initial ball rolling from a minimalist type of trend, and then did a bunch of month challenge videos. But anyway, he made a video about his regrets in his 20s, and he just kind of talked about fear. And he said this thing. He says he wish he would, or he regrets not dialing up his courage in a way, and explains of digging into fear. And on a surface level, all of this was kind of like, yeah, okay, I get that. But then it occurred to me that I forget exactly what he said, but it's I hope so, at least common knowledge that if we fear something, we don't do it, or at least we feel inherently against doing it. You do a new jump in parkour and you feel like you're scared. That survival instinct of, if I fall, I will die. But what I didn't realize is that this is something I almost definitely do. I will dismantle fear, and I won't do something because I'm scared. I'll do something because it doesn't make sense to, or something. And now I'm afraid that I don't even know how to identify what I fear in the first place. Because, let's start working with some examples here, Mark. You skydiving, right? I don't think I'm scared of skydiving. I actually didn't think I don't really have any interest in it. Bungee jumping, that'd be sick. Free falling for, a while would actually be so fun. Anyway, back on topic, my friend. Skydiving, you feel fear for it. On one hand, it's like, oh, I'll never go skydiving. I don't want to, I don't know, maybe you're scared that the parachute isn't gonna flip or whatever. But on the other hand, and so you're scared and you don't do it. But on the other hand, you might say, oh, I'm not scared of skydiving, but that's unfortunate. It's too likely that X and Y will happen, and or maybe you break down the logic of something you're doing, and then all of a sudden you don't do it as a result. Logically the parachute, I don't know, might not fly out. Or skydiving, I'm not gonna go skydiving because it takes too much time and money. Perfect example. Time and money are very often used as excuses for things. And these are pretty easy to identify, I feel like. I know I've been doing parkour lately, and I think it was about 2 weeks ago, there was this jump across a small stairwell. It wasn't fancy or anything. And I made the jump on when there was ground right beneath me, not 2 or 3 feet, right? And then I, felt that inherent fear of trying to over the gap, and I did fine. I cleared it relatively no problem. So that fear is easy to work with, because you can say, okay, I'm scared of falling down. Well, prepare yourself mentally. Get hurt if you should. No, don't live by that motto. But other fears, and there's one specific area that this really hit me. I'm not gonna talk about it. It feels a little too personal. But what if there are things that we're scared of, and we break them down logically so that it sort of makes sense, right? But in reality, it's just that we're scared to do it. Suppose you want to, here's one. Join a parkour group in New York City. Now, I did this Some pretext, I suppose. I don't know where I will be in life after December. Some ideal situations have me in Pennsylvania. Some ideal situations have me in Seattle. Some have me in London. I don't know. I'm done with school come December. I'm graduating in January. The graduation's in January, but I'll have my degree in whatever. The important thing is that I don't know where I'm going to be after December. And more specifically, I don't know if I'll still be in New York. So, I joined a parkour group, and I've been going 3 times a week, pretty much. And it's not impossible for me to have said, I don't even know how to put this. I feel, much to my own surprise, a little scared to leave New York, because all of a sudden, like this parkour group, for example, I've made some good friends. I made connections and actually, became social outside of school. And so I'm, not looking forward to, in 4 months, having to be like, well, never see you guys again. It's very depressing, to put it that way, at least. All good things must come to an end. But anyway, I could have also been like, okay, well, if I join a parkour group, I'll have to, stop in December. And if I make friends, that would suck. Or if I get really good at it and wanted to, stay, that would suck. So, I'm just not going to start at all. And this explanation is, I guess in this case, a little easier to dismantle. Maybe I'm biased. But this explanation of, oh, well, I'm leaving in 4 weeks anyway, so what's the point, is a pretty good, example of what I mean. Because you're logically breaking down why you shouldn't do something. But in reality, it could be that you're maybe scared of it. And so all of a sudden, this thought has occurred to me, extrapolated to a different situation, and I've realized I have absolutely no idea how to identify what I'm scared of anymore. Because, if I'm in a class and I want to make friends, I'm, in theory, scared of, walking up to someone and saying hello. Because I'm an introverted person. I'm not scared of it, but it gives me unease. But it's kind of like, just do it anyway, because it makes you uncomfortable, because it, quote unquote, you're scared, or you fear it. But what if it's kind of like, I have a valid logical breakdown of don't say this or whatever because X, Y, and Z. Because then the fear itself is like, ooh, I'm never a factor. And because you've just totally broken down, it's not because I'm scared. It's just because this person doesn't look like they want to talk. I don't know. Something, whatever. But I guess the question could become like, what are the payoffs? No, that's not the right term I'm trying to think of. Not the lotus flower, my guy. What's the worst that could happen versus what's the best? I don't know. I just know going forward that I'm going to start questioning even more than I already do. That's to say. Because if I make a video, say, and then upload it, or don't upload it because it, it doesn't feel relevant anymore or something. Yeah, let's just say that, maybe I make a video and I think to myself, this doesn't look good. I will care what people think about me. Then I'm going to be like, no, dude, upload it anyway. Nobody gives a damn. But on the other hand, if my explanation is something like, oh, well, this isn't relevant anymore, nobody's going to want to, I don't know, something, let's suppose I take that and I say, okay, actually, that's, a legitimate example. So I won't upload the video, not relevant anymore. But is that really because it's not relevant anymore? I'm speaking too fast. Is that really because it's not relevant anymore? Or is that because I'm scared to upload it. I don't know how to identify what I'm scared of. I don't like the situation, which shall not be named. All of a sudden I'm like, wait, if I remove this one variable that I'm using to logically break it down, I guess there's like 3 if you really think about it, then all of a sudden I'm scared. And I'm like, maybe I broke down that fear. Anyway, that's all for today. Keep questioning things. Thanks for watching and or listening. And as always, don't forget to stay awesome. See you next week.